Wireframe diagrams are basic visual guides used to represent the structure and layout of a user interface without any design styling. They focus on function, layout, and interaction, and not aesthetics. For example, a wireframe diagram for a banking app may show a login screen with 2 input fields and a login button, placeholder boxes for branding and navigation, and annotations noting that view transactions should link to another screen. Common components of wireframe diagrams include boxes and containers that represent areas like headers, sidebars, and content sections. Some boxes, such as input fields, may contain a label to quickly show their intended use. For example, the @ sign in an email input box, or a series of asterisks where a password would be entered. User interface elements like buttons, text fields, and checkboxes are shown as simple outlines. Text use placeholders indicated by lines or lorem ipsum, which is the start of a gibberish set of text often used in design industries as placeholder text. Images use placeholder boxes with an X or image icon. Navigation menus, tabs, and links are shown as horizontal lines or boxes, and annotations are short notes describing behavior, interactions, or requirements. Wireframe diagrams are drawn in black, white, and grey to keep focus on layout, not design. They're simple, clean, and unstyled with no colors, branding, or detailed content. They're typically labeled with screen titles and component names, and they show layout in a static, non-functional format. Wireframe designs are used in the early design stages to plan the user interface layout before visual design begins. They're often part of prototyping models to map navigation and interface flow. Wireframes also serve as a communication tool between designers, developers, and clients to gather feedback on potential layouts. To create a wireframe diagram, define the screen or feature, such as a login screen or dashboard. Sketch a basic layout using rectangles for key areas. Add user interface elements, such as buttons and input boxes, as simplified shapes. Use labels or dummy text to indicate purpose and behavior. Create several wireframes if needed for multiple screens or states, and use pen and paper or digital tools. Effective wireframe diagrams show a layout simply and without distraction. They use a function-first design which focuses on what elements do, not how they look. It has a clear hierarchy and logical structure from top to bottom or left to right. They clearly show how users interact with the system, and the same layout rules are applied consistently across all screens. To improve the effectiveness of a wireframe diagram, include annotations or callouts to explain interactions. Keep the layout logical and uncluttered, using white space effectively. Use realistic proportions to represent screen sizes accurately. Show multiple states. Combine with navigation maps or flowcharts to show transitions. And test with stakeholders to confirm the layout supports all use cases.